Hey there. If you're trying to find a great dog trainer here in Berkeley, you are in the right place. We are going to cover everything you need to know so you can feel really good about the choice you make for you and your dog. So let me ask you this. Does taking your dog for a walk down a busy street like Telegraph Avenue feel a little chaotic? You're trying to dodge students, skateboards, and outdoor cafe seating, all while keeping your dog from getting overwhelmed? Trust me, it's a super common thing for dog owners in Berkeley, but it really doesn't have to be that way. So here's our plan. We're going to look at why Berkeley is such a unique place for dogs, talk about different training philosophies, and then get into the practical stuff like program types and costs. After that, we'll cover how to check out a trainer properly and wrap up with some local rules and resources you'll want to know about. Okay, first up, the Berkeley context. This is such a fantastic city for dogs, right? But it definitely has its own unique vibe. A trainer who really understands our local environment can make all the difference in preparing your dog for real life here. I mean, just think about your dog's daily world. 1 minute, you're navigating crowds near campus. The next, you're trying to relax on a patio on 4th Street. You've got skateboards whizzing by, BART trains rumbling overhead, and then you head up to the quiet trails in Tilden Park. A Berkeley dog has to be ready for just about everything. All right, let's get into what's probably the most important piece of the puzzle, the training philosophy. This is the foundation for everything. The approach a trainer takes really shapes how your dog learns and the kind of relationship the two of you are going to build. The approach that's widely seen as the most effective and kind is positive reinforcement. It's pretty simple, really. Instead of correcting your dog for doing something wrong, you reward them for doing what you want. This is totally different from older methods that might have used fear or intimidation. With positive reinforcement, you're building confidence and trust, making your dog want to be your partner. So, what's your main goal? For most of us, it starts with basic obedience. Sit, stay, walking nicely on a leash. If you have a puppy, socialization is absolutely essential for city living. And if your dog is dealing with bigger feelings like fear or reactivity, then behavior modification is what you'll want to look for. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the practical stuff. Dog training isn't one size fits all. There are different formats, and knowing what's out there will help you find the right fit for your goals, your schedule, and, of course, your budget. So these are your main options. Group classes, they're fantastic for practicing focus when other dogs and people are around. Private lessons are perfect when you need a customized plan for something specific happening at home. And then there's day training, which is a great choice if your schedule is packed. The trainer does the heavy lifting and then teaches you how to keep the progress going. And what about the cost? Well, here's a general idea of what to expect in the Berkeley area. As you can see, the investment can really vary. A group class might run you a few $100s, while a more intensive board and train program is a much bigger financial commitment. Hopefully, this gives you a good starting point for your budget. We've covered the what and the how, so now let's focus on the who. Choosing the right professional is so important for getting the results you want. So let's talk about how you can evaluate your options like a pro. Okay, all these letters can look like alphabet soup, I know, but they actually mean something. Certifications like CPDT-K tell you a trainer has passed some serious tests and is committed to staying up to date. And if you're dealing with more complex stuff like serious anxiety, certifications like CDBC or CBCC-K mean that person has specialized expertise. So, once you've done your homework online and checked their credentials, it's time to actually talk to them. This is your chance to get a feel for their personality and see if their style clicks with you and your dog. Here are 5 questions you should absolutely ask any trainer you're considering, and you'll want to listen really closely to their answers for numbers 2 and 5. You're looking for someone who can give you specific, concrete strategies for handling life in Berkeley, from off-leash encounters to just navigating a crowded sidewalk. Being a responsible dog owner in Berkeley also means knowing the local lay of the land, the rules, and the resources. This stuff helps keep everybody safe and happy, and it makes sure you and your pup can enjoy all the great things our city has to offer. First things first, the leash law. In most public places around Berkeley, your dog has to be on a leash that's no longer than 6 feet. It's a simple rule, but it's a huge one for safety, especially on busy streets or in parks that aren't designated for off-leash fun. Next up is registration. Any dog over 4 months old needs to have a current rabies vaccination and be licensed with the city of Berkeley. It's a public health thing, and it's also the best way to make sure a lost dog gets back home safely. You can get it all sorted out through Berkeley Animal Care Services. And, in a city with neighborhoods as close as ours, being a good neighbor is key. The city actually considers excessive barking a public nuisance. Good training can get to the root cause of the barking, whether it's boredom or anxiety, which is better for your dog, you, and everyone on your block. Now for the fun parts. Once you start training, you'll need good places to practice. Olone and Cedar Rose are great fenced-in spots for off-leash work like practicing recall. If you want to work on leash skills with real-world distractions like kites and bikes, Cesar Chavez Park is perfect. And of course, Tilden has miles of amazing trails for building focus. So when you put it all together, the goal becomes pretty clear, right? It's about turning those stressful walks into fun adventures. It's about having a dog you can take anywhere, knowing you've built a real partnership together. Look, investing in the right training really does unlock this incredible city for you and your dog. It means you can actually relax on a patio on 4th Street, enjoy those amazing hikes in Tilden, and just have a happy, well-behaved companion that makes your life here better every single day with your family, your friends, and your community.